Hi Pisces, and welcome to your mid-month of July 2015 love forecast. This reading will be dated around July 19 to the end of the month, towards the 31st of July. So yeah, um, I just want to finish up with the Lenormand first this time around. I'm getting here that with a lot of Pisces out there, well, it could be on different Pisces since I am picking up um, different people. There will be some kind of conversations that may lead to some sort of argument. There is some confusion in the air. There are hard conversations that may take place, and this could possibly lead to confusing messages or lies even, or some sort of argument that may take place. It's not really a good message coming from the Lenormand, but I feel this connects more with Pisces men. I feel that they may be dealing with something in their relationships or a situation that leads them to some sort of issues with how they are conversing with their partner or something like that. So yeah, so I'll just put it out there to clear that up. And for the theme, I'm getting here is the nine of cups. Okay, nine of cups is a very, very emotional card. So this tells me a lot about how a lot of Pisces might be emotional more than usual. I mean, I do know that Pisces are sensitive in general, but I just feel that during the end of the month, sorry, I mean the mid-month, towards the end of the month, a lot of Pisces out there will be much more emotional than usual. It could be a good and bad thing because this makes you more vulnerable in a sense. You are feeling more, those kinds of things. And I do believe this has probably a connection with some planetary energies since I think around July 15 or 16 there is a new moon in Cancer. So the Cancer, I mean the moon is in the sign of Cancer. So it's a water sign. It's all about new beginnings and everything of sort, but it it's somewhat emotional because from what I have heard, there will be a lot of signs in Cancer in an astrological aspect. But again, I'm not an astrologer, so I wouldn't know. That's just what I heard and what I have seen in some articles. To my favorite astrologers, of course. So yeah, so that may be giving some contributions on why a lot of Pisces will be emotional in a sense this mid-month of July. So first of all, I'm picking up a lot of Pisces, as I said earlier. I feel that there are Pisces who tends to agonize over someone. They wanted to reach out to someone. They are thinking of making some sort of connection towards someone, but it seems that they're unable to do so. They it seems that something is stopping them to actually make a move towards this person. And I feel that the Knight of Cups here and the Eight of Cups, is somewhat connected to what why this is leading to a Three of Swords. It's as if that some Pisces might have left a person behind, maybe in June. Maybe they have left someone and now they're wanting to have this person back. They wanted to try to start something with this person, but they are unable to do so because they're the one who left the picture. So there's just something that's stopping this person to actually go back. And another aspect how this could play out is the fact that some kind of guilt is taking place, which is why this person is unable to pursue the person that they wanted, or it could be that this person wanted to connect over someone who has already left them behind. There's a sense of feeling torn over this situation. It's like I have so much to love to give. I wanted to do something. I wanted to share what I feel. I wanted to do something for this person, but I'm feeling torn because I can't do that. It's that kind of a feeling towards for me to how I see this. It also tells me that you have been doing a wait and see attitude. You have always stepped back and you know you didn't make any decision, no action whatsoever. It's always a wait and see for you. You always just look out on the situation. I feel that if you are a Pisces that has to make a decision sooner or later, it felt like you are not making a decision. You have just walked away without making any sort of decision, and now you're just looking at everything, evaluating things as it is. The challenge for some of you is that you know that things are not in a good place for you and your partner. The both of you are aware that the situation you have is not easy, but despite knowing that sometimes it's like no you both know the problem, but knowing the problem is different from solving it. So this is what the Five of Pentacles for me looks like. Also, this could also be a kind of relationship without commitment kind of thing. So there could be issues about that as well, which can prove to be quite challenging for some Pisces out there. This could also this could also tell us about how someone is not happy with the relationship that they are in, but they are there anyway. So there is a sense of feeling being left out in the cold because you're not really fulfilled. There's some sort of emotional fulfillment that is not being met in the situation. So this is also another reason why you may be feeling torn. Or if you are in a third party relationship, it could be that you have walked away towards the third person because of your guilt, but you are having a hard time because maybe that other person is what makes you really happy. So you go back to this person, but things are really difficult. It's like what I've mentioned earlier. Knowing the problem is different from solving it. So it has a relation to that. It could play out in different ways, but that is what I'm getting. It seems that in the near future there will be some sort of new beginnings going to take place. But I feel that this is more of something is being given to you. Something is being shown to you that lights up the path and clears up it will clear up some confusions that you have. So leading you to a better understanding of yourself, your situation, and the future. And how you deal with everything going on. Well, some Pisces will just probably, shift their energy and focus the energy towards work. They will probably just set aside all this emotional baggage and try to do something else for them not to think too much and for them not to feel that they are truly not happy. It's like they are not happy to what they are doing, but they're still staying there in a way or another. It's like, or this, well, another way this could play out is that if you have left someone in the recent past, I feel you might go back to them and try to work things out. So it's like a repeated pattern, just like the Eight of Pentacles. It starts all over again. It makes me feel like, why did you even leave in the first place if you're going back anyway? That kind of thing. So it might lead you to going in a third party situation once again. That kind of situation. So it can be a pattern. This is because you are giving in to your emotions. I feel that for a lot of Pisces, their emotions is a big thing by the mid month of July. It's something that they cannot resist anymore, despite how they wanted to be the logical person. They want to be logical and wanted to be fair for everyone involved, but I don't know. There's something that bonds them to this person, whoever he or she is. That this Pisces person, keeps coming back. So there is some sort of pattern going on there. It could be that some Pisces already know. It's like they know they're knowing something, or they're finding some sort of clarity. They're not being confused anymore with the things that they want, or maybe this is the time wherein they realize that what really makes them happy. And this time they reevaluate things because the Eight of Pentacles here for me can mean a lot of things really, but it's like when you're doing some sort of job, you don't just do it um, impulsively. You plan, and once you are finished crafting something, you reevaluate and recheck things. So I kind of feel that this is what a lot of Pisces will be doing. They might have made a decision, impulsive decision in the past, but they will be going to revisit whatever that they did before and reevaluate it, and probably in the near future do something about the situation that set him or herself free to to be in the right course, in the right path, because just like what I've said earlier, the blockages are being removed. You are seeing everything as it is. Clarity will be given to you, and you just have to redo your work, reevaluate your relationship. Now, the energy that's surrounding you is the Page of Swords. So I'm going to read this together, Page of Swords and the King of Cups, because it has a connection on how this will affect you. Page of Swords is something to do with communication. It's not really my favorite card, but and I feel that sometimes this is a kind of person who doesn't trust the situation, so maybe someone is not being trusting of you. They're always on the lookout, on guard towards you. And since this is a swords, it has to do with mental stuff and communication. So this person might be suddenly telling you things that could prove to be hurtful, prove to be argumentative, and this might hurt you. The King of Cups is an emotional kind of card. You might not say things, you might just take in everything, but so much emotions are surging inside of you, and it's hard to stabilize those emotions because, as I've said earlier, you are vulnerable. So you might not be saying anything, but you are going to be hurt if this person says some things about you. Could also be that this person turns her back on you because, I don't know, if you're doing something behind her back, she will try to catch what you are doing. So there could be some frictions and issues about that. And again, remember the swords is the air sign, so Libra and other air signs could be quite a bit difficult to deal with at this time. So again, there are issues regarding difficult communications. And remember, we also had that in the Lenormand. There are some sort of conversations that are difficult to deal with. Some kind of conversations could come up that are hard conversations, I feel, which means these conversations could prove to be difficult and can lead to some sort of argument of sort. So, the out in the outcome position, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is my favorite card. My favorite card forever. Um, it has to do with the wheels. It's like the wheel of fate turning. Finally, something is moving. It could also be that you are gathering information, and it has a relation to towards the Eight of Pentacles. You are redoing stuff, making you gather every bit of of information before you actually decide. And for a lot of Pisces, you're someone who wants for things to be really, really sure before you engage on another chapter, another aspect or situation. So I guess you could say very, very careful. You are being very careful with the with what you are about to do in the near future or so. But overall, I feel that something is about to come up. Some sort of clarity is about to take its place for a lot of Pisces out there. And something you probably tried not to accept or not to face is going to be put in front of your face, something like that. So if you are having some difficulties in your relationship and you are in denial that you are having problems with it, it could be the time that you realize that, yeah, I'm really not happy. Yeah, I'm this this is the relationship that I don't want to be with. On the other hand, this could also be a time for you to realize that you are important yourself, that this is some there is something that you also want to feel, there is something that you want that you deserve to feel, or some sort of clarity could come up of who you want to be with, what you want in your life and in your love life situation, those kinds of stuff. So yeah, and your oracle card, you've got the neophyte. A neophyte is the card of study. Whenever I look to this card, I am always reminded of scrying, if you know about that. If you don't know, scrying is a form of divination by looking into a mirror or I think a glass of water. So you do divination based on the things that you see in the mirror, though the mirror is black, not not really a kind of mirror that reflects your image or so. So it's color black. So you do divinations because of that. And a lot of people say that it's accurate. So I haven't really tried that. But anyway, whenever I look at this, it gives me a sense of scrying. Something is being shown to you, something is being given to you. You're finding the truth of a situation, but you're not making any decisions yet. So, but you are on the process of making certain decisions. It's like going in step by step. This card tells you a lot about how this is part of your growth and experience that you need to undergo as well. And this is something that you need to face and cannot ignore anymore. So, I guess there's a lot of focus about this clarity that could come up in the mid month of July. And do you notice that there is a big moon here? And quite funny because by the end of the month, we also have a blue moon in Aquarius. Actually, it's not really a blue moon, but due to the fact that there are two full moons in 1 month, it's counted as a blue moon. So yeah, it's quite a coincidence. So there will be a lot of clarity to come up, a lot of informations that will set yourself free, that will lead you towards the truth. So yeah, that's it for Pisces. And try to meditate and ground yourself as well because, I do know the feeling of being overwhelmed with all the feelings and energies going around. So, yeah, I hope this helps a lot of Pisces out there, and hopefully, this reading will resonate with you. And again, it's a general reading, so it may not apply to a lot of Pisces out there. But I hope this gives you some insight on what is to expect and to come. And hopefully, a lot of you guys be able to make a decision sooner. Don't let the universe make the decision for you because that could be proved to be quite hard to deal with when that happens. So, yeah, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, just check out the description box below and contact me through my email or my contact page there. So, yeah, see you next month, Pisces.